Hey guys, Mars Naked here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we are back here with the new chain battle live on the stream. I'm going to make the joke every time, I'm sure, but you know, everybody's favourite game mode. You love to see it. So yeah, we have the explosive chain battle versus the evil Android 21. So the advantageous categories are crossover, battle of wits, and peppy gals. And you can see here the advantageous characters are a couple of different versions of 21. 16 and 18, and then we have a bunch of the heroes units. Now the weird thing is there's a strange mix that you can get with these two sets of characters. Just like last time, I will post the chart down below in the description. So shout out to Piccolo-sama on Twitter for creating the chart that basically shows the tiers of the best supporters, connectors, attackers, all that kind of stuff to help you not only when you do your attempts, but to help you get your connectors set up for your, for other people to use. So if we have a look here, we can already see we've got scores in the 130 million. Someone's got 144. So according to the chart, the best attacker is the Demon Goddess Toa. So this guy's used the Evil 21, and then like this is almost a full Super Saiyan 4 team of heroes. But then there's 21 and 18 in there as well. This is kind of the problem, is the best connectors are the 21 units, the free-to-play 18, the free-to-play 21, and then for Extreme, it's a bunch of the Toas. But then the rest of the units, there's not enough of those to make a full setup of 10. And then the rest of the units are going to be like the other heroes units, or the, the Super Saiyan 4s, God Trunks, that kind of thing. So when you're mid-fight, if you get your connectors pop up, and instead of giving you like 3 Toas, it gives you 2 Toas and then 2 like Super Saiyan 4s. It's not exactly the best setup, right? So, but yeah, let's go for crossover and then peppy gals first of all, so we can put those in. So obviously you can see we've got the Dokkan Fest 21, we've got the free-to-play Easy A, and the Unawakened one is decent. We've got the new 18, and I've got this is the one from the extra copies they gave us. It's only SA1 for now, because I wasn't sure whether I'm going to buy the extra copies to get to SA5 for the Easy A, or if I'm just going to get the a spare rainbow copy to keep. I'll probably do both, to be honest. And then if we go to heroes, this is going to be interesting, because the next best ones on the list here, so C tier is the physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Then we have of all the characters it could be, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, and then God Trunks. But that's it. There's actually only, unless you have the SSR for 21, there's actually only 9 like connectors that are even listed. So I guess we'll just put in this God Trunks. So this is what I'm talking about. Like with these connectors, it's a really weird combo, because if you're using my connectors, it could give you like 2 18s and then like the 2 Vegitos and like a Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, which means their links that they share are kind of all over the place, which is a bit weird. And then for Extreme, it's pretty much all Toas, right? So we got the Demon Goddess Toa, or sorry, Darkness Toa, I should say. Then it's Demon Goddess Toa. The Unawakened versions are obviously on here as well. That's why I actually did farm up an Unawakened version of the free-to-play Toa. And then that's it, right? You've got these 4 Toas, or 3 technically, if you don't have the Unawakened versions. And then it changes to Sealess and Fu are the next ones. So we'll grab those. Then the tier below C tier is the Demon Goddess Poutine and Robel. And then Lags. Where's Lags? Lags is int. And then Supreme Kai of Time is apparently better than the Unawakened Lags or Robel or whatever. So there you go. At least for the Extreme side, apart from Fu and Sealess, they're all Peppy Gals characters. I guess because Sealess and Fu have big bad bosses, it makes them good to run, because they could link up with the 21s, I guess, technically. I don't know. It's very weird. But yeah, there you go. That's our supporters. So if we go ahead and jump in here, I always recommend, like I waited, we were finishing up the new Battlefield here on the stream. I always recommend waiting a little bit when a new Battlefield comes out, because when you jump in, then you're going to be able to check the battle info thing, right? Which again, checking the battle results, seeing what other people have been using, is a really good way to go about, you know, getting a good score. Because ideally you want to try and copy the setups that somebody else is using, right? So apart from that one we saw that was the 140, everyone is using the Demon Goddess Toa. So again, I'm going to link the tier list thing down below in the chat, but it does rank Demon Goddess Toa as the best attacker. Then when it comes to best super connector, the best one is going to be the good Android 21. So C2, look at this, C2, the best connectors we want. God Trunks is like D tier, but because of course our boy Toon does have the spare Android 21. So Toon's lineup is almost perfect except for the fact it has God Trunks. So we'll take it, we'll put AGL 21 in there for now, but then we'll have a look and see. So this gives us 33 to 28. That's so low when you think about how some of the recent chain battles have had these crazy good teams. It's why chain battle is so all over the place sometimes. Like sometimes the categories they pick and the setups that you use, like the teams, or I say the teams, but you know what I mean, like the supporters selection, they all just line up like super well. But this one just seems really weird. And see, this is what I mean when you're trying to pick your friend. Drace here has a bunch of the Super 7, I said Super 17, the 21s and the 18s, and then it just throws in like the Trunkses at the end, which kind of throws off the whole thing. So it's like you want that RNG where you can actually find a friend that is just like the full Peppy Gals lineup or something. But we'll stick with Toon's one for now. It's only God Trunks that is kind of the odd one out. And then yeah, when it comes to the extreme side, we do want as many of the Peppy Gals as possible. Again, Toon's one is pretty good. This one's okay. The best extreme connector is the AGL Toa. So let's see. Hers is 33-131. Toon is 34-131. So slightly better. Does anyone else have the multiple? Is anyone actually going to have the all Toas? It's one of those things with the heroes characters of keeping like the old SSRs and stuff is something I feel a lot of people just don't do. 33. Yes, that's just worse, even though it's all basically all heroes Peppy Gals. Are we just gonna go for the double Toon run? What's this one? 35-130. Yes, they basically add up to the same. So yeah, it's kind of tricky to pick. I feel like this one, more so than some of the others, is going to be really, really irritating. But yeah, we'll let's get this first run done here, and then let me link this. I can't bring it up on the screen right now. Let me put the link to the chart in the chat so you guys can see while we're recording this. Right. So let's see. Give me a good selection for these mid-fight characters so we can get off to a good start here. We want to try and ideally get 3 21s or 3 Toas, really. Oh, it's doing the random tutorial thing for me, which is interesting. And we can't get 3 21s or 3 Toas. So I guess the best thing to do here then, really, is to get the 2 21s and then the 18. But not really an ideal thing, is it? But we'll see what we get. But this is why this chain battle, having such a mix of the characters, is going to be the most annoying, because not only is it difficult to pick your friend supporters because they're going to have a random mix of characters thrown in, but then when you get to pick your characters in the middle of the fight, you got there, for example, we couldn't get 3 21s, 3 18s, 3 Toas, like, so we got 128. We'll see what that is here for the first one. Someone in chat said 103 million is only top 11% at time of recording. We're recording this 30 minutes after Chain Battle came out, so obviously for most people, if you're not going to be really putting in like the grind, trying to, you know, min-max your teams and everything to get the highest score possible, the goal is always going to be to get over 100 million, right? So you can at least get all of the rewards. But yeah, that's not even top. Oh, are you actually serious? Was that 31 and my one's 238, 331? So we missed out on top 1% by just under 100,000 points. Are you serious? That's crazy. All right, so the other one I wanted to look at is there are two versions of the chart. I guess I can put the other one in the chat as well. But there's a Super Saiyan 4 approach, which says here is likely to score lower than the Android one, which is basically using the... So you still use Toa as the connector, but then... sorry, as the attacker, but then you use the Super Saiyan 4's like team as the super class one. So you're going to be using like Vegito, both Vegitos, the unawakened versions if you have them. The 21s are then still on there, and then the Trunkses and the God Trunkses. That seems super weird. Again, it's just like a very odd mix. Is anyone going to have that set up though? Because a lot of people have just put in like a bunch of the... I mean, this one's not too bad. The 18s are on there, but... Because the 18s are C tier if you're running the Super Saiyan 4s. But this guy has the unawakened Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, so I mean, I guess we'll try that. See if we... And then the extreme side, it's just the same, right? You just want the... This guy has the unawakened Toas, we'll try that. And then the best extreme connector after the evil demon goddess, sorry, the darkness Toa, would be demon goddess Toa, but we're using her as the attacker, so I guess we use you. I mean, it's a weird set. I mean, to be fair, the numbers on here, at least, for both versions of the team, are higher than they were on the previous one. So, I guess there is the potential that this one would actually be decent, but it's hard to say. But yeah, this mode is this mode's something else, huh? Let's see. Because now, ideally, we're going to want 4 Super Saiyan 4s. Sorry, 3 Super Saiyan 4s or 3 Toas still. But... which we did get, so maybe this will be okay. But yeah, this is a super wonky one. It's very, very weird. Super RNG. Like, if you, it's one of those things where when you log in, like say for example tomorrow, when you're going to have your second round of attempts, when you first go to play it, if you can't find a decent friend setup, you should literally just back out and just don't waste your first like full attempt until later. Because it does change every half an hour. It like refreshes the units, the selection of connectors that your friends have. So like for example that one with Toon where he had a pretty decent lineup except for having God Trunks. I could have just not done this now, done it in like half an hour, and then the units that it was showing as his like units for me to use would be different. So that's something it's worth thinking about if you're trying to get like the high scores. We'll try this one that's like the combo of all the Android 21s and then the Vegitos as well. Who's the next best super connector then? The good 21. It doesn't even fill the bar though, so... yeah, this one's super weird. Like when you're doing the third, I mean, I know usually it's the first attempt is going to be like the only really good one, but when you don't even fill the bar on the thing, that's pretty bad. So, these aren't very good now. So if I change you to her, who's the next best, then it means I could use her as the attacker. But yeah, the subsequent events on this one, like, I mean, it's always the thing with Chain Battle, but the subsequent attempts have such like lower returns. They always do, but like there have been some where you can mix and match the attacker and like main connector and stuff so that you can actually get sometimes even a better score on the second attempt if it goes well. But yeah, I should have gone for the Toas really. I unfortunately got distracted by that description I was trying to give. But yeah, very weird. Top 1%, 127 million, nice. 110, oof. But yeah, so the thing that I've always disliked about Chain Battle is the fact that you if you want to use the stone to refresh and try again, which we can have a go at doing that here, we have to burn off all the other 5 attempts. I don't know why there isn't just a button that says, like, you know, I don't know why there isn't a button that just says, hey, press this, you know, refresh stamina by, or refresh attempts or whatever by using a stone, even if you haven't used all the other ones, because I'll just do it, you know. But yeah, we'll burn off the other attempts here. What I always like to do is when I'm doing these attempts where I don't really care about the score, I just pick random people from my friends list, because obviously if you're, you know, if people pick your units to use, you get extra rewards, right, of those, the currency things. But I mean, look at this. Like, what kind of awful selection of characters is that? Like, if we were going for an actual, like, you know, this is our time, like, we've just reset with the stone, let's go for, like, ultimate top score. And then that selection of unit, I mean, obviously there would be different units because we'd have picked different friends, but that selection of the characters was absolutely terrible. Like, actually terrible. I don't think there was a single, like, 3 of the same, like, type of character. Shockingly bad. But yeah, it's good to do your 5 attempts per day. Like I say, get your friends some extra currency. There's obviously always the mission to get the overall amount of points. So just by doing a bunch of runs, even if you're not getting, like, the craziest high scores on each attempt. Picking a couple of people out of the chat that I recognise here. A couple of names from the friends list that I recognise as channel members. Try and pick those. And then yeah, we'll do a another proper serious attempt after this with the reset. Because I mean, I'm still going to upload this video because it will have the process that we've gone through here. It'll have the link to the charts down below in the description. But like, normally I like to upload these and have the title be like, you know, how to get top 1% in chain battle. But it kind of helps if I actually get top 1% while doing it. Whereas that has not been the case so far. Got 130 mil on the second attempt, nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, this one's going to be weird, right? Because there's already people that have like 134. We saw a couple of 140 ones, but it's going to be a tricky one, I think. Alright, let's give it this one refreshed attempt here and see what we can get. Yeah, see, now Toon's one has changed, but now Toon's has Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Super Pycon. Like, that one's just awful. God, yeah, these are... these are all fairly terrible now. Oh, what is it with this mode, man? I mean, I'm intrigued by this one because it has the, yeah, let's change you back to the right one. Yeah, I just don't... I don't see this one being particularly great, but... Do we have one that actually has more of the toe? Oh, there you go. This is that same guy. Right, well, I'll try this guy out over the Toon one, but yeah, not been a particularly successful one so far. This just feels like one of those horrible ones where you need to get the perfect RNG of like your friends having the exact right units on their setup that it shows you. And then the mid-fight, like 3 selection thing is going to be annoying. We did get 3 towers, although there was the other int one at the side, which probably would have been slightly better. But yeah, this one is... Now the joke about this being everyone's favourite game mode is even better, because this one is not great. Can we get it at the end here? Come on, let's go. Come on, Toa. Was that, what did I get the first time? Is that enough? No, my high school, yeah, so the top 1% was 128.3 something, and I've got 128.2. Well, there you go. So we didn't get top 1% in this one today. The funny thing is, as more people do play it, the barrier can change, right? Because obviously more people will start attempting it and then getting lower scores, and then the average like will shift, right? So there might even be a possibility that I log into this later and it is top 1%, but there you go. So the new chain battle is out. It is terrible. It's one of the worst ones we've had for a while in terms of the synergies and everything, so pretty annoying, but what can you do? So let me know how you guys got on down below in the comment section. Let me know your score, let me know what percentage bracket you are in, and hopefully we'll get a better one tomorrow. So okay, so I'm literally adding this in at the end. I literally came out of the menu that you guys saw at the end of the video, went back in, and I've now moved up to top 1%. So exactly what I was saying would happen can happen, so there we go. Now I can call the video how to get top 1% in chain battle. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.